Today we will be testing Ehlers MESA Adaptive Moving Average.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing Ehlers MESA Adaptive Moving Average. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 671 indicators, with 271 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is Ehlers MESA Adaptive Moving Average, and you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. Now I did move it down here to the bottom of the screen myself. It is initially up here in price action like this. Just tends to be a tad bit difficult to see, and so I went here, clicked on the little three dots. I went to move to new pane below, click it like that, and it drops down here below in its own little window, making it far more visible for us. And so the setup on this is relatively easy. When we get across the red line crossing up above the green line, that is excuse me, that is a signal to go long. When we get a red line that crosses down below the green line, then that is a signal to go short. And so, like I said, pretty simple. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a short signal right here. We get this spike, this really big spike and wick on this candle to the downside there. A lot of momentum went down and then shoved it right back up. And it gave us this false signal here, this spike in the red moving average, which spiked down below the green one there, giving us our short. And unfortunately, immediately on a couple candles there ahead, we switch back to a long. That long hits some consolidation sideways there for a few candles before it pushes up really nicely there, getting us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, our next signal that we pick up is a short signal right here. you see that we get that cross down there in the red line, crossing down below the green. Really nice signal, really clean price action there as it just continues to push down really nicely, getting us to our take profit once again. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we then pick up this long right here. Again, we get that cross to the upside. We get a little bit of consolidation, then a nice push to the upside, which just come up and get us to our take profit. Price action rolls over and starts to push its way down. As it does, we get the cross to the downside there. And as we enter here, it's just enough room to push down with enough momentum to come down and hit our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so over here we pick up a long right here on this big green candle right there. Really huge green candle to the upside. Unfortunately, almost immediately, very next candle, we start to push our way down, and it pushes down just enough to send us into a short signal right here on this one, but then immediately starts to push its way back up, running into some consolidation, and that's enough to trigger us into a long, stopping us out on that short. That long immediately on the very next candle, it flips to the downside for a short. We get a small push. Let's see. We might have gotten stopped out right there on that. We did, unfortunately. Didn't see that there. And then that one gets stopped out as it pushes up right here for a correction. Small correction before it then pushes down, which would have gotten us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't take too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. All right, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in selling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Hit everything in focus. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So we have 25 trades all together. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. 14 winning trades. And so unfortunately, that is not going to meet that 60% criteria that we were looking for. Gave us a decent number of trades within the 1 year's time, which is really nice. But unfortunately, it seemed like there were moments when it would hit a kind of a dead spot or consolidation where you see these clusters. And so you see that there's a cluster of 4 losing trades, cluster of 3, cluster of 3. And so you can see that there were these moments right here where it would just run into a little bit of consolidation, and like a lot of moving averages, we end up with that kind of whipsaw in and out of losing trades, and that's really what kills the win rate on some of these indicators. So for that reason, this one is going on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.